well aware, but when they said he was hung like a pig, I didn't expect him to have a corkscrew penis, you know what I mean? Oh my goodness gracious me, and it's a joke. No one's got a corkscrew penis, except for old Bobby Screwcock. He's got a corkscrew penis. He does tricks with spoons, and also opens wine bottles. But we won't go into that. Welcome to the video. Straight away with a gag, and I think it's under 30 seconds. Yes, I'm banned. Wonderful. Welcome to the videos, and welcome to, well, the videos, there's just one. There's not like 7. But yes, so welcome. I do apologize. I got my kerchief on again because it's very cold in here. But anyway, shut your faces. So I wanted to do a video about, I've been asked questions. How do you get a collection? And the answer is with money. But also there's other things. Because lots of people make mistakes. When we do collections, lots of people make mistakes. And what I don't want is for you guys to make the same mistakes I made. Don't follow a guy down a yard like the back of a building because he's got special Skylanders figures. They're not Skylanders figures, okay? There's no Skylanders figure called a Dick Dick. And it doesn't squirt milk. There's no such thing. Okay, so there's 10 things I'm going to tell you today that are going to help you not to fuck up. Ooh, it's a tagline, I tell you now. Oh, I haven't got beer today. No beer. And my chair isn't squeaking, so there's no farting today. That was unbelievable. No one commented on the farting as well. It wasn't a fart. It was the chair. The chair is to blame. Shut your faces. Right, first one. So, I've written them down of my 10 things that I'm going to tell you. Now, some may seem obvious, but when you put them all together, I don't know what I've turned into now. I don't know. I've turned into a goddamn gangster, you bastards. You're not bastards. You're all lovely. Shall we get on with it? I'm going to have to timestamp it like I did with the last one because we're 2 minutes in. I'm fucking procrastination. Right. So there's 10 things I'm going to tell you that are going to help you when you start collecting video games in particular, because these are 10 things that, to be honest, I wish I knew. The first one is to get yourself a database. Okay, that sounds a bit weird, but you need something to be able to catalog what you've got. You can use Excel, you can make your own spreadsheet. I use an app called GameEye. This isn't a plug, it's not a paid promotion. GameEye, I have absolutely no affiliation with me, but I picked that one just simply because it's the best app that I've found. It's completely free, and the best thing about it, and I'll put some footage of it here on the side so you can see the app it'll be my account. So don't go stealing my password. Wow, my lips went really weird then. And it was weird. I thought that something was going to be straight. I look like Beaker from Don't Do a Sun. What's going on? I don't know. I'm on drugs, I think. But yes, so back to the database. Yes, the database is very important. It just stops you from buying doubles. It stops you from buying the same game. There's so many times I've gone in and gone, that's for sale. And I picked it up, and then I've checked my GameEye and gone, oh, I've already got that. Where'd that then? And then put it back. Especially when you start to get to like 300, 400, 500 games, you just lose track. You have no idea what you've got. You just see a case and you immediately freak out and you realize you've got it twice on all formats. Okay, so a database is essential. I'll put the link to GameEye down there. It's a completely free app. It's brilliant, and it gives you all details, and it gives you pictures of the covers and stuff like that, and it's a really nice way of sorting out your collection. And it even gives you amounts, how much things are worth, but that's obviously up to you. Is my mic still on? Willis? Every time we do the Willis test on this channel. Thank you very much for your lovely comments, by the way. Thank you. I know you wouldn't dislike me, you little sock puppets. I don't know where that came from. You're not sock puppets. You're wonderful people with a wonderful, I don't know, like air about you. I don't know. Is it? What is that? Is that? I don't know. Is that Lynx Africa? I'm not sure. There's an air around you. But thank you very much for putting it onto me. Not in that way, not a bukkake kind of thing. Just the links or the axe if you're from America. See, I'm multinational. Number two, uh, number two, like a poo. Don't buy, don't buy. It's a silly channel. It's a silly channel, isn't it? It's still. It was so good to begin with. I follow so many of you guys, and you're like, "This is very serious. We talk about this game. It's a really good game." And people go, yes," because it's a serious thing. Collecting games, it's a history thing. We collect, and we and then there's me. I'm talking about number twos and poos. I mean, am I four? Maybe. Uh, right. Number two is don't buy everything you see. Okay. So the first thing I always did was you see a game for 50p and you pick it up. Okay. Do I want all the Tiger Woods games? Not particularly. Okay. What you end up with is a shitload of games that cost you still money and you don't want to play any of them. Okay. Collect the things you want to buy. Okay. So if you're a big Call of Duty fan, concentrate on that franchise and collect the whole of the Call of Duties and then move on to, I don't know, Battlefield or Gears of War or, Killzone. Just move on from that one. But don't buy everything you see. Seriously, we all do it. Every collector's done it. They've gone, "Whoa, it's 50p. I've got to have this." And then they get it home and go, "Oh, in the shelf then," and never see it ever again. It just gets left there. I've got games on that shelf and it's like, why did I buy that? Just why? I've never played it and it's still there. So, oh, I've shut the book. That was fun. You didn't need to know that because you can't see the book. So yeah, don't buy everything that exists. It's not a very good idea. So another one is, and I think I've got them here. I did keep them to one side. Is to buy loose games. Now, it depends what kind of a collector you want to be. There's some people I watch that are all about the boxes. Has to be complete in the box with the manual. Fair play. If that's your thing, that's your thing. If you are strictly someone like me who just likes playing the games, have you noticed I've played most of the games I collect? I don't have a huge collection, but I've pretty much played 98% of them. The ones I haven't played, I haven't got round to yet. I find that collecting loose games is a good idea. I have them all here. There you go, loose games. They don't fall out either. And you'll find that this is a very cheap way of affording very expensive games. For example, Pokemon Sapphire cost me the princely sum of £3 because it's loose. I've got Medieval Resurrection. If there's any Chinese, Resurrection. Bad again. Naughty. By Chinese fans. There aren't any. There you go. There's no sweet. I can't. No, I was going to say something. I need, I need someone here because this is why I'm not allowed to do these on my own. This is why I have a wife. She stops me from saying stuff. I'll be in a public situation. I'll be behind a dwarf, and that dwarf might say, "Oh, I don't have enough money. I'm a little short. And I want to say something," and she goes, "No." And I don't have her here, and that's why I'm saying things. So, medieval resurrection edition. Oh, resurrection! Stop it! Right. Yes, but you can pick up games really cheap if you are willing to buy them loose, and a lot of shops will do it, and especially the handheld consoles, because what people do is they go, new game, throw the box away, and just put the game in a special case. Because let's face it, you're not going to carry a shitload of boxes around when you're doing your traveling with your PSP. So a lot of people just get rid of the boxes. So it's a really, really nice way of boosting a collection. I've got quite a sizable amount in there, as you can see. They're just my loose handheld games, and they still work, they still play, and I've still got them. And one of the options on that Game Eye is loose. So that's number 3. Number 4 is to avoid eBay and stay patient. I'll give you an example. I'm after a game called Cold Fear for the PlayStation 2. I owned it years ago, and for reasons that I won't go into in this video, I sold it on. It was gone. I really want it again. It's a survival horror game. It's really good. It's actually great. I might put a bit of footage there. There you go. There you go. A little bit of footage there for you. But yeah, so it is a Really, really good survival horror on a oil rig. It's a PlayStation 2 game, and it was really good. It was one of those games that snuck under the radar, and everybody went, "What's that sneaking?" And it was Cold Fear. Um, it's an expensive game, and I'm waiting for it to come into CEX, and I immediately went, "No, I'm going on thingy. I'm going on eBay." This is the one. I went to on eBay, and it was £30, and I was that close. It was in my basket, and then I went, "No," and it said basket, not rude words. And at the moment, I'm currently waiting. I'm waiting to see if it pops up, because that's the most important thing for me is buying games. Anyone can buy them at the full price as long as you've got the money. That's not the contest. The contest is getting them for cheap. The contest is finding them in the wild at a nice price, okay, a reasonable price. That's the reward of the collector. Trust me. So yeah, there you go. I haven't got it yet, but it's on my list. It's on my wish list. Again, Game Eye, you can build a wish list. That's on mine. Um, keep an eye on delisted games online on the webs on the internet. Um, Spec Ops: The Line was one that just came out recently. They completely cut it from all online services, and the game went and just shot up into the sky. Same could be said about Arkham Origins. Was another one recently that just has been delisted and has just shot into the sky. It's like £38 now. It was £4 before. Keep an eye on these delisteds because it's really dangerous. One game you really want could just skyrocket all of a sudden. So, and they normally give you a bit of warning, couple of weeks, a month. Pick it up. Bit of Windy Pops. I had chippies for tea. It was lovely. Hey, I think the girl liked me behind the counter. She was 70 and she had a dodgy eye. She was looking at me with the one, and she she was going, "I like you," and I was like, "Do you? Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. Oh, me." And she gave me 3 pieces of chicken instead of 2 pieces of southern fried chicken. Mmm. Lovely. I think she dropped the one on the floor, but that's okay. It's not, she only got one for good hand. The other one was a hook. She used it to scoop, like a kind of like a modern JCB. Um, that's a weird sentence. Keep an eye. Yeah, so delisted games are really important, and they are something that, especially if it's something you're after, pick it up at if say it's 20 quid and you think I want it cheaper. If you see it starting to come onto that potential delisted system, take it off, get it, even if it's 20 quid, because it's gonna go up, and as soon as it goes up, it just becomes a pipe dream. You're looking at emulators after that, which is just, it's not the same. Number 6 is buy broken consoles and learn how to fix them. So the wonderful thing about retro consoles, well, I say wonderful, is that they are susceptible to age, and they are getting to a point where they will be irreplaceable once they become rarer and rarer. So your NESs and your Master Systems and your Mega Drives or your Genesises, if you live in America, they are now becoming scarcer, which means the consoles you have, when they start to degenerate and die, need to be replaced, need to be fixed. Learn how to fix the old consoles, learn how to clean them, open them up, look inside them, make it a part of your hobby. It's one of my hobbies. I love cleaning old consoles. I've got about 15 consoles in here that are old consoles, which I just rebuild. I rebuild, repurpose, and sometimes I sell for money. Sometimes I keep as projects and take bits off to use for other things. I've got about 5 PlayStation 2s. They all function now. When I bought them, they were all fact. Okay. Learn how to fix old consoles. It works out so much cheaper. If you can find an Xbox 360 with the red ring of death, and you know that soldering technique to fix it, my friends, you've got yourself a 360, and you're probably looking at a massive discount, about 90%, just because it's a piece of crap to them. And really, if you can fix things, you can prey on people's ignorance. And that sounds so awful, but 90% of people don't want to open up a console. It's a Saturday. They want to be down the pub. They want to be in the garden. They want to have a wank over Pornhub. They don't want to be pissing about with the three. They don't want to be pissing around with the 360, do they? Hey, you do. You do. You don't need the Pornhub. That's your Pornhub. That little slot at the bottom for the memory card. Dirty little 360. 3 sexy. Anyway, number 7. Number 7 is start with a few consoles and concentrate on that collection. One thing I did was get fucking mental and started buying loads of consoles. I started with about 6 consoles, and I was like, I was buying games for everything, and it just became ridiculous. Concentrate on a console, so concentrate on the 360, concentrate on the PS3, and take your time with it, and pick the games you want to pick. So you're literally collecting a small library of games you want for that console. Once you're happy, move on to the next console. Um, and make it a passion thing. It's all passion. This is your hobby. It's not a job. Okay? It's not a jobby, which is Scottish for poo. And poo again. Twice. The poo meter. Don't turn this into a drinking game. You'll have had 2 drinks now because I said the word poo. There's 3. Uh, cheers. So yeah, that's a big thing for me. I do it now. I concentrate. So I've just got myself a Wii U. It was knackered when I got it. I fixed it, and I've started collecting for that. I've got about 15, 20 games for it. Great little console, and it's like Christmas when you get a new one because you're like, oh, lots of new games to play, and it really is wonderful. But yeah, concentrate on a couple and build your. It's a marathon, guys, not a sprint. We're not in contest. When I'm watching other people, I'm not in contest with them. If they've got a game that I want, I don't immediately go, I want that game. I just don't do that. Okay. We just go, oh, I forgot that game. I'll stick it on the wish list and pick it up. It's a marathon. The best thing about this community of gaming collectors is we don't compete with each other. We're all moving in the same direction to get the collection we've always wanted. Okay, guys, thumbs up. Out of the bam. So what am I doing? Number 8 is make sure, and this is a ridiculous one, but make sure you got room for your collection because it is going to get bigger. That's what she said. And she was right. It did get a little bit bigger because if you get the ruler when you're measuring it down there and you push it right into your tummy, right down, right as far as you can get at least another inch. Is the mic still on? Not that I've done that. It's cold in here. That's why I've got the chief on and Willie pressed it. So yeah, make sure you've got room for this collection. Whatever you're collecting, make sure you have some space for it because it's going to take up room. What a ridiculously, what an original thing to say, Phil. You are so full and wise. Full of what? That's what she said to me. She said, "You're so full, like 2 milky coconuts." Wonderful. This was supposed to be a factual thing. This is just awful. Number 9 is be prepared to walk away. So have a budget every month. It can become addictive. Warhammer's addictive as well, but this is even more addictive gaming because there's so many games. And you'll go into a shop and you see one and you go, oh, it's £18. What do I do? I'll buy it. Have a budget and know how to walk away. They're not gold, right? It's not a golden fleece. It's a game, right? There's like 4 fucking million copies of these things, okay? You'll find it again. Okay, unless it's insanely rare or insanely ridiculous, like that Mario game that I got that they just stick it wrong. It was like half the price it should have been. Then you pick it up. I mean, I hadn't got the 35 quid really, but I did it anyway because, I did it. It's my birthday the end of this week, so I'll just fucking do it and I'll put the money away that way. Um, but be prepared to step away. Put yourself a budget. If it's £20 a week, it's £20 a week. If it's £20 a month, that's fine. Guys, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Don't kill yourself. Don't overdo it. I did it today. I was looking in CEX and a handful of games. It came to about 10, 15 quid. And I thought, no. And I put it away. Obviously, if I get my salary next week or whatever, and I've got a bit of spare cash, I might then obviously divulge myself. But I've learned to walk away because it can become very expensive, and you don't want that because all you'll end up doing is running out of money, and you'll end up selling it for money, and that defeats the object of the collection. These are supposed to be something you want forever, not until you run out of cash. It's not fun. We've all been there. The last one in my list is have fun. Don't focus on what the games are worth. You are not a seller. If you're on here and you're a reseller, then you've picked the wrong channel. Okay, because you're talking to a guy who doesn't like selling my games. I really don't. I don't sell my games. If I have something, it stays, and I keep it, and I look after it. Those who are frequent to this channel and have watched a few of my videos will remember my ghost in a can, which I've kept since I was 5, and that was a Happy Meal toy from McDonald's. So imagine what I do with a rare game. I am a keeper, not a seller. I used to buy and sell games a long time ago, when my life was slightly different to how it is now. But I don't do it anymore. I don't sell. So don't focus on the worth of the games. Focus on what they mean to you. If you like Gears of War, be proud that you've got all the Gears of Wars. You know, if you're a big fan of BioShock or a big fan of Assassin's Creed, be proud you've got all those Assassin's Creed. That's your collection, and you can go back and forward into that timeline and you can play Assassin's Creed from all that generation. How wonderful is that, guys? If the internet went down tomorrow, if they took every store, or if EA just chucked all their toys out the pram and just took EA online off the system, which will happen one day. EA will go, they might go bust, you've got every game of your favorite computer franchise. You don't need to worry what they're doing. You've got them. How about it, mate? See, that's what we do it for. To preserve a part of our life that we enjoyed. That's what collecting is all about. So those are the 10 things. I will pop a little bit of footage for the 2 things I said on the video. And yeah, just have fun with it, guys. Have real fun with it. I'm not going to announce the winner on this video because I'm really running short on time. I will announce the winner tomorrow, and this background will look slightly different, and I will have your names, winners, to put on the board tomorrow. Okay, so my video tomorrow will be on there. I don't know what it's going to be about, so just calm down. God, just stop it. Just get over it. God, I got really sharp. See, I can be strict with you. You dirty boys, get up them stairs and get your knickers up. Do you know today I was I was in CX, right? And I was in CX, and this guy is a bit mental, and I think he recognized me. I don't know if it's from the channel, but he recognized me, and he said my name, and then he hugged me by my waist. I don't think he was a full load of coal. Now I was a bit nervous. I did fart, so I might, and that didn't discourage him. So I think he was. I don't think he was a full load of coal. And then he pulled my trousers down. And I'd had a wee about 20 minutes ago, so there was a little patch. And I thought, oh no, because I didn't want people to see the wee patch. Plus, also there was a weirdo hugging me with my pants down, which is never a good look. This is this was a weird story to tell you, but I don't know what to I was shell shocked, but now I think about it, it is a bit funny, isn't it? The police didn't find it very funny. Yeah, but it was a weird altercation. So if you are watching this, man, from uh, don't worry about it, man. It's fine. Just don't disclose that I had a little bit of wing on my trousers. To be honest, I've just put this on the video anyway, so everyone knows. So don't panic about it. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this video for the 10 things you can do to improve your channel. Not your channel. What the fuck am I on about? To collect. I've skipped ahead 20 videos. Collecting. That's what we're on about. It's the trouser thing. This is like 23 minutes long. Do I ever shut the fuck up? No. But yeah, so thank you very much for the video. No, not your video, my video. These outros are shit every time. Guys, thank you very much for the support. I think I hit 600 subscribers, unless something's happened and I've gone back down to 500, which might happen. I don't know. They were all trolls and they didn't like the fact I didn't like the dislikes and they've gone away. Guys, thank you very much. Hopefully this has helped. If it hasn't, sorry, but that's the only thing I can really tell you. It's collecting. Just get out there, get some bloody games. Come on. I wasn't threatening you. It was like a Gary Glitter thing, not pedo stuff. Just The fist. Not a fist like a Pete. Like... Let's go. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me on this video. Hopefully, you'll have a wonderful day and a wonderful evening tomorrow. And I shall see you in the next video. But until then, just remember one tiny little thing, guys. Every time you have a little tug, an angel gets its wings. There you go. Imagine that. Or is it a bell rings? Oh, the wrong type of bell. Sorry. Anyway, bye everybody. Bye.